Hey Pam, yeah, we are staying safe. Hey Robin, yeah, we're getting quite a bit of wind in Dowling Park at the moment. Hey Adam, yeah, it is coming down. Welcome in everybody. I just wanted to jump on, and everybody's at Disney for Elsa, but we're not. We're home for Elsa. Oh, I know, Pam. It was great being back down there again, especially without masks. It felt more like Disney, and of course the fireworks are great. One of our hummingbird feeders, it's really kind of strange. We have a hummingbird who keeps trying to come to the feeder, but the wind and the rain keep blowing him away. I kind of thought they would hunker down, but kind of crazy. He's trying to fly to the feeder. I think it's one of our female hummingbirds. These pecan trees is really what we have to watch. They're about 120 years old. So these are very old pecan trees that my great-grandfather planted. And these in high winds and stuff are usually get pretty brittle, especially considering the amount of rain we've had lately. Yeah, that's right. Grab an umbrella for the hummingbird. Exactly, Adam. I think we're supposed to be getting the bulk of everything here a little closer to 2 o'clock. Not exactly sure, but yeah, this is what it's looking like. Every now and then we get pretty decent gusts, and it took our door out of my hand earlier. These are these squall lines that we get that come through. Which fortunately, this is just a tropical storm, which we don't get a lot of them, even tropical storms up here that have any real wind in them. But this one kind of headed straight for our area, as Robin knows. So you guys can see we're getting some pretty decent wind again. I'm doing this from my front porch so that I don't get wet or anything fall on me. Let's come around over here. Of course, my truck's getting a car wash. Truck wash. And our mail lady delivered our mail today. Even brought our Amazon package. My mom's coffee came. So hey, Susie is off today. Our county closed down all services, like libraries and things like that, for the day. So we're all three home today. So I just thought I would set up and let you guys see what a tropical storm looks like in North Florida. We don't see a lot of these, particularly this strong. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, this is the homestead that my great-grandparents settled in when they immigrated from Sweden. And so my family's been on this property about 120 years. And I'm actually the only one left on the property. Everybody else has moved off and or passed away. But it's 40 acres. We divvied it among some of our other families, so we have 15 acres of it. I don't know if you guys heard, but something hit the top of my porch. It was loud. Hey, I've got my coffee though. And there's our Mickey siding right there. That's right, Pam. Elsa just needed to let it go. Yes, Candy Mom sounds like rain. Yep, it is. I was telling everyone we don't get a lot of tropical storms, especially this strong, up in North Florida. And so for us up here, all of our, we're still on, our power lines are all in the air, so we usually lose power and stuff like this. Fortunately, so far we have not lost power, which is good. There's our hummingbird. Did you see our hummingbird flew in the screen? He keeps trying to come to the feeder, but the wind blows him away. Let me step back and see if he can make it since the wind has died down. Keep watching the feeder and we'll see if our hummingbird, he just flew into the camera shot, so we'll see. We have 3 of them. We have a real small one, we have a ruby-throated, and then the female. And it's the female that keeps trying to come to the feeder. Hey Frankie, yeah, hi to you too. Yeah, we're going to try to be safe. You guys can see the wind is really, it picks up at times. As I was telling everybody, we don't get tropical storms, particularly this strong, up in our area very often. And so I just wanted you guys to jump on so you guys can see. Don't know if you can hear me very well. Not sure what the wind sounds like on your end. But we are getting quite a bit of it. Let me step back again and see if our hummingbird tries. Okay, good. Good, Candy Mom. Thank you. So you hear? Yeah, I don't have my wind mic or anything on here. I just wanted to jump on and as we were getting some of this, because all of us Floridians talk about hurricanes and tropical storms and all those things, but this is what we call real Florida. This is the rural part. This is North Florida, where we have a lot of trees, we have a lot of livestock and things like that. So storms like this can really cause a lot of damage that you don't hear about in other parts of the state because we have so many trees and we have livestock and things like that. And this is quite a tremendous, this is a heavy-duty tropical storm for our area, and it actually is coming right over where we live, which is very rare, very rare. We're right off of the Swanee River, and the river basin a lot of times diverts these storms, but this one has just come right across, so yeah, a little more interesting. Oh, you have friends in Jacksonville. Yeah, one of my friends in Jacksonville called this morning to check on us, and it's headed. I just heard one of our hummingbirds chirping. Yeah, he will check on us because it'll be heading their way, which they'll get a lot of this too. But we're on the east side of the state, in the crook of the state, up in the armpit, we call it, the panhandle there, and it came ashore, or it's coming ashore about 35 miles south of where we are. So it's coming onto us, pretty strong. Usually a lot of times they die down before they get to us. So yeah, Frankie, it is kind of just starting for us, kind of. This has been the most wind we've had all morning. I think it's gonna go up to about 2 o'clock. We'll try to come around here and see if you can see. 2 o'clock, I think, is when we're supposed to get more. But it comes in these squall lines, and which Frankie been in South Florida, she knows what hurricanes that was all about. Oh, hey Kelly, and Workcast, they want to say, hey man, I appreciate it. We will stay safe. We'll send it up your way. The interesting thing is the wind chimes, the little wind chimes here are not chiming. The wind broke our larger wind chimes. I see they're down on the ground, so we'll have to fix those whenever I can get out to it. That's Becca's little squirrel habitat over here. She has 3 squirrels. See her little squirrel habitat she built? There are 3 squirrels. It's kind of funny. You know, we have squirrels all the time, so squirrels are nothing unusual here. But I'm going to zoom in and show you right here where that branch comes off. You'll see there's a little knot on the pecan tree there. There's a hole, and this little family of squirrels were birthed in that this year, and there are 3 of them. And so Becca has been feeding them and watching them and giving them water, and they are spoiled. They're like these homegrown little squirrels. They would stick their head out of the hole and look at us when we'd go out to the garage. It's just the funniest thing. And so we've been taking care of these little squirrels. Becca built them a little habitat, and I think they are the ones that possibly broke our wind chimes. I think they might have done that while we were at Disney, to be honest with you. I don't know if the wind did that or not, come to think of it. It looks like they kind of unseated the bird feeder there too, because they like to climb on the bird feeder and eat the seed, of course. But our hummingbirds usually fly into this area right here, so we think there's a nest there. We have a lot of Carolina wrens, which those are pretty prevalent. But I keep hearing a bird chirping. I was wondering if it was one of our hummingbirds, because sometimes they get about a really, really shrill chirp. I rescued one last spring from our garage. He had gotten stuck in there and had fallen on the floor. And I got some nectar and revived him. And I think that's the little female that keeps coming back over here to the... as you can hear, some limbs hitting the top of the porch there. Yeah, they love to climb window screens. Yeah, right. Yeah, go Carolina, right, Adam? Yeah, we have a lot of this. Matter of fact, we had a nest built in one of the plants here last spring, and it had 3 little wrens. And it's kind of cool. We've been able to watch them. We watched them grow up to be from tiny little birds to now I'm sure they're mom and daddy birds. Hey, at least this is probably kind of relaxing. If you've got this, if the sound is pretty good, then you can take a nap to this rain. I'll come back over to the other side in case our hummingbird tries to come back. So yeah, it's nice and cool, that's for sure. It's been so hot. It was really hot down in Orlando this past weekend. Oh my goodness. I mean, we've been down there and it's been hotter, but it was hot. It was hot enough. Now here's some pretty decent wind coming. I'll come back over here. You can see these larger pecan trees. But yeah, we've got some much higher wind coming right now. Yeah, these things are very unnerving with all of these trees. We actually had several of the trees around our house cleared out over the last 3 years. But during Hurricane Irma 2 years ago, that's my mom, dad, that's where I grew up, right over there. And you guys can see there's a piece of metal where I had to patch the roof because a limb from the pecan tree here went through their living room roof. That was about 2 years after my dad passed away. And after that, my mom moved over to our retirement community across the way because she just didn't want to be by her, live by herself anymore, and it kind of made a mess of things over there in her living room. So that's one of our hurricane reminders up here. It may be pixelating. It's probably not rain on the lens. It's probably pixelating because the Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, we've got we've had power. We are having multiple power flashes right now. Which I've got our. Oh, here's our hummingbird. She's trying to come back to this feeder. She comes under the porch. Let me see if I'm gonna step back. Yeah, and that's her chirping. Here she is. See her at the hummingbird? See her at the feeder? See her, guys? Yep, she made it. She finally made it to the feeder. Oh, I know exactly where you're talking about, Anonymous. Yep, I know all those areas. Greenville, Madison, Lee, and Shady Grove. Yep, Terry, of course. My wife taught in Terry for about 3 years. But it's great. Our hummingbird keeps coming. She actually comes up under the porch. She's like, but she did get a little bit of a drink that time. I'm just really surprised she's flying in this wind. Really surprises me. But welcome in. If you're new to our channel, click the like button if you would. If you don't mind, subscribe to our channel, Mickey Sightings. We do all kinds of fun things. Tonight, we're supposed to be on Pete McDevitt's show. Yeah, that's right, Adam. She now has a power of nectar. Exactly. Yeah, and our hummingbirds are picky. They don't like the sugar water stuff, the powder mix. They like the expensive stuff. You guys can see I've got another hummingbird feeder over there, and then I've got 2 out back. My old stomping grounds. I know Adam at record. Oh, that's cool. It's a small world, isn't it? Hey, Mike Wheeler. Hey, yes, sir. We are going to be safe up here, and it is coming right across where we live, and so we're getting some pretty decent wind. As I've been telling everybody, for our area at least, this is we usually don't get tropical storms and things that are like this. They usually go north or south of us, but this one is coming right across us. So it's a little unnerving at times, but we still have power, so praise the Lord for that. Yes, after all, it's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. Let me get up there a little bit. Hopefully it's not as pixelated as it was. We have power flashes, so our router is on battery backup if we have power flashes, but of course our internet is usually terrible around here. The fact we still have it, I'm surprised. Which I might even... Oh yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. Okay, I thought it might even actually be on Verizon data at this point. Okay, good. It is better. Good, good, good. we never expect too much clarity up here. We're just glad we have internet. Hey, Greg. My brother Greg is in the house. Good to see Greg in here. Check out Greg's channel if you've never been over to Expedition Greg. So yeah, it's another little fan coming around. Come back over here. You actually tell more about those pecan trees over on the other side, but you can get a little bit more of the overall effect out here. Well, you know what, Pam? We were with Kelly and Mama the other night in a stream, and then we wrapped up, and we were the line was so long at Starbucks, we didn't end up getting our coffee, so we didn't do our castle thing. I was like, oh man. And then we went back. We were actually going to be at Animal Kingdom on Monday, but we decided to go to Magic Kingdom for a couple hours, and then we came on home so that we could kind of get ready for the storm and make sure there wasn't anything my mom needed or any of us needed before today. All right, Mike, you have an awesome day, and I hope to catch you with Pete tonight, too. That'd be awesome. Hey, Elsa, what's up, Sean? Long time no see. I know. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like we take these hiatuses. I tell everybody, I say we get on a roll, and then it's like the schedule changes, and oh, gosh. I'm glad we do this for fun, because if we did this for a living, we'd be in serious trouble. All right, let me come back around here. I would be curious to see. I keep wanting to watch for a hummingbird, see if she tries making it back to the feeder again. Yeah, Greg took a hiatus too. And you have to. I mean, you just have to take a break sometimes. But we take them all the time, it seems like. Well, I don't like streaming in the parks. We've done it a few times, but we get to go to the park so few times that it takes away from our family time. So we just don't do a lot of streaming there. And we, of course, like I said, we didn't even know that Mama Mouse was and Kelly were at the park the other day. We were there, and I went on to YouTube to see if anybody was around, and they were on. Excuse me. They were on with Kinsey Day. And I said, wow, it looks like they're in the Emporium. So I was literally right next to the Emporium, walked over there, and there they were. So we ended up hanging out with them and for the fireworks, which was really, really cool. And then Adventures with VP, he walked by as we were standing there. So it's kind of cool. That's one of the neat things about being at the parks is people just kind of wander by. Oh, did you guys have a lot of rain? Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely getting our fair share of it too. It really didn't start raining here until probably about 5 o'clock this morning. Let me flip the camera around. Hey! So you guys can see behind me, there's the road. All right, I got my Mickey shirt on, so it's still a Mickey siding, all right? But I do have my SeaWorld hat on, though. All right, let me flip it back around so you guys get the good action. Hey, Adventures with VP, I called your name, and you're in here. I was just talking about meeting up and being able to see you guys down at Disney this past weekend. Oh, the fireworks at Magic Kingdom were amazing. I'll tell you what, Greg, it's really neat to see that they've added a couple little things here and there. We all noticed that they've made a few little changes, which is kind of cool. Around 9:30. Wow. But yeah, it's great seeing Adventures with VP at the park. And when we went back through on Monday, we saw Steve from Steve's World. He was over there. And This Our Dream, we saw them. We hung out with them for just a little bit. They had just gotten into town. And who else did we? Actually, Bowers and the Mouse. They were streaming that day. It was This Our Dream we met because they were on the a joint collaboration with Kinsey Day. And who else did we see? Oh, and Nick from was it Magical News Live? I think it is. He was there. We were all on the People Mover. I know. You know what, Greg? You know me and my luck. The ice cream parlor, see, Pam, we couldn't eat our ice cream the other night because the ice cream parlor's still closed. It opened today. Of course it did. It's going to open right after we leave. That's just the way it happens. This is Disney for us. Oh, that's cool. Elsa, you went with to downtown Orlando we were at SeaWorld on 4th of July, and they had a really nice fireworks display there at SeaWorld. That was really cool. I videoed it. I'll upload it later. It wasn't like Disney, but it was really good. I think Susie and I have decided that our favorite 4th of July fireworks are still at Epcot. Those were absolutely amazing year before last when we were there at Epcot on 4th of July. Yeah, next time, Pam, now that they've opened it back up. I know, there's, other than ice cream bars, there's no ice cream to be had until with the ice cream parlor being closed. But thank you, Greg, for that update. Oh man, that premium access deal, Greg. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. If you guys have been following any of that, they've started that over in Disneyland Paris, and wow, yeah, that would be just ridiculous for Disney World. But it sounds like they may be headed that way. I don't know. Well, our hummingbird has not been back. She kept chirping, so I don't know if she finally decided to settle down in that tree over here or what she was doing. I keep unfurling our flag to no avail. Yeah, it's picking back up. Got a little windfall coming through here again. Yeah, but it's we're getting, every now and then I think we're getting close, you know, about that. This is pretty good. This one's pretty good. Oh yeah, here's a good one. This is one of the strongest ones we've had. So it's getting closer to where we are then. Yeah, that one's pretty strong. As you guys can see, that pecan limb is almost touching the ground over here. It is so heavy because there are young pecans on it, because the pecans will come in season in August. So they're already, the trees are getting really, really heavy. So I'm hoping we don't lose any limbs out of these trees from this. I don't know. Possibly, Greg. What are the dates of it? Of the Destination D? Yeah, this is getting a little bit more intense. I'll come back over to the other side. Standing on this side, I get a lot of, let me wipe my lens off real quick. Sorry about that. There we go. I get a lot of rain on my lens. Come back around here. But yeah, I think the hummingbird has decided it's too windy to fly. Yeah, we're definitely getting some decent wind right now. We have had higher wind up here, but we don't get a lot of it. When Irma came through 2 years ago, we had higher wind because that was a hurricane, and it came in our area. It was right at a Category 2, and it caused quite a bit of damage. We lost our pump house and our well and everything, and my mom's living room had the limb go through it during Irma. But this is still a lot of wind for us. Like I said, if you just jumped in, and here in North Florida, we just don't have a lot of the infrastructure that they have in South Florida. So our power lines and things are still, of course, all of them are airborne, and we don't have municipal services here. So power is a very big deal. It's a very big thing. But welcome in. If you're joining me, I'm Sean, and this is Mickey Sightings. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, we'd love for you to become a part of our family. And click the like button. It's great to see we have 8 watching. We have 6 like buttons. Click the like button. And if you're enjoying your time watching Tropical Storm Elsa come to North Florida. Because this is right, we're right in the center of where she's coming here, so this is a little unique for us. Awesome, 9 people watching, 8 likes. All right. We did have 8 likes and 8 watchings. That's awesome. Click that thumbs up would be awesome. I appreciate that, guys. I know this is probably not the most entertaining thing to possibly watch, but I thought it'd be kind of different to bring what happens up here in North Florida to the mix. So yeah, here's another pretty decent. Decent small. Yeah, Pam, that's what they're saying is it's possibly, let's see, what time is it now? It's 12:07. I think 2 o'clock is whenever it appears to be the worst for us, unless it's ahead of schedule. I haven't watched the radar in the last, since I've been on video, but it is supposed to be getting worse, which, as you can see, since we've been on, these heavier winds have half picked up. And we've been on for about 30 minutes. But videoing the hummingbird trying to make it through the tropical storm, that was kind of interesting. But like I said, I think she finally gave up. I think she gave up and decided to find a place to be. She got a little bit of a recharge and with nectar and maybe landed for a little while. Yeah, here comes another really good. Yeah, here comes another good one. Oh yeah, this is pretty decent. Thank you, Queen Jen. I appreciate that. Yep, we're going to stay safe. We're just kind of hunkered down, and we're still expecting the worst of it. It's starting to really pick up a little bit more consistently here now. But thank you for that. Thank you for dropping in and saying hey to us. Oh, it's keeping me entertained. Hey, yeah. Trust me. If it gets too bad, you won't be seeing me. I'm gonna be inside. I don't play with weather. But the great thing about tropical storms is they typically don't have a lot of lightning in them. At least at this point, lightning I do not play with. If it starts lightning, you're gonna see me tuck tail and run. I do not play with lightning. I've lived in Florida all of my life, and I do not play with lightning. We've lost friends and acquaintances due to lightning. So nope. I usually tuck tail and run. Here's our squirrel plant. It died on us. I'm going to go ahead and take it down. I don't know. I guess it just went back. These little seasonal plants. This one's still looking pretty good though. The wind's kind of has beaten it up this morning, as it's doing right now. I think I'll take it down because those are new little blossoms. It just bloomed while we were in Orlando. Keep that one over here. Oh yeah, we had a decent limb just laying on top of the house, here on top of the porch. that oak tree right above us, that's the one that's a problem. Those smaller limbs, they're not very big. But if you've been with me for the half hour, you're kind of hearing it and seeing it pick up. So this is Tropical Storm Elsa in North Florida. Yeah, Pam, it has. You can tell it is definitely picking up. Hey, Jeff. Hey, this is our dream. Jeff and Angela with us. Hey, guys. Well, we're hanging here with Tropical Storm Elsa here at home. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Great hanging out with you on Monday. That was awesome. They came back into Florida to get their first taste of a tropical system. This is certainly not a bad one at all. This is only a tropical storm, but it's a high-end tropical storm. So for us here in North Florida, that's kind of unique, particularly considering the center of it is coming right over where we are. So we're getting a lot more of the wraparound winds and things than we usually do. I was being lazy with the emoji first post. No worries. Oh, it's Angela. Hey, Angela. So good to see you. Yeah, we've been on for about 38 minutes. I know Pam joined us early on. She was one of the first ones in, and if not the first one in. And she has seen it intensify with us, because it has really picked up. I was telling everybody, these pecan trees here, my great-grandfather planted. He was a Swedish immigrant, and this is our homestead. Our family has been here for about close to 120 years. And so these pecan trees are kind of like our weather barometers. They kind of measure how things are going out here. So we're hoping we don't lose any limbs. Oh, that's right. The emoji, so we know it's Angela. Yeah, Pam said we get the better half of this, our dream. Poor Jeff. I'll come back around over here. One thing's for sure, it is nice and cool. It is really nice and cool outside. Oh boy, there it comes. I'm hopefully gonna get some rain here on my lens. Well, thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. Susie's inside. She got an alert that Cricket was having a sale, so she is shopping online. So y'all pray for me. I may have to put asbestos on our credit card. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. I'll flip the camera back around again. Let's see. Where's my hand? My hand is over it. Oh my. So yeah, this is our part of the world. Like I said, our hummingbird has still stayed away, but she tried earlier. Some of you guys got to see her trying to get to the feeder in the wind and rain. My glasses are all speckledy. You have spots before your eyes. All right, well, let me turn the camera back around, because I know you don't care to look at my mug. You guys want to see the weather. Don't forget the glasses back on. I'm waiting on a Who's Who Disney book. So excited. Oh, yeah. A great excuse to shop. Exactly. Exactly. She said, Angela, she said that I'm never home when Cricket has a sale. And she follows a crafter on YouTube called Melody Lane. And if you guys have never visited Melody Lane's channel, she lives at the Villages here in Florida. She does amazing work with Cricket and all kinds of things. Melody Lane is her channel. And but she put an announcement out a few minutes ago that Cricket was having a flash sale or something. So Susie said, I'm never home for those. So she's all excited. We love hanging out with you too, Greg. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. Hey, Jeffrey, good to have you today. Good to see you. Yeah. Let's see. I have Cricket for 2 years now. Oh, Candy. I keep telling Susie that she needs to do Cricket stuff on YouTube, even for the channel, because she does all kinds of really cool stuff. I had done a Disney Dads, and Jeff was one of our Disney Dads, and I'm still in the process. COVID shut us down and then we lost our kind of our trend that we were on to get our shirts done, but we're making some Disney Dad shirts to give to everybody, and she's doing those with her Cricket. Pam, you would love it. You would love it. And there's so many videos. Melody Lane is definitely a channel to check out, because she, as a matter of fact, she did every Saturday morning she does a show at 11 o'clock, and Susie's usually on there for that. And this past week was the basics of how to use Cricket. So she does a lot of the basic, like right out of the box, here's how to use it type stuff, so which is really cool. So I guess it's kind of like ASMR type stuff, I guess, if you just want to put this on in your house and listen to the rain. If you're not getting rain where you are, if you're in Florida, this is an all too familiar sound right now. I'll walk back around. When I come over on this end, I usually get walloped with the rain, so it's drier on the other end. Yes, that was really good, Jeffrey. Thank you for sending that. If you're new to Mickey Sightings, you've not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe, become a part of our family, and click the like button on this video if you're enjoying the wind and rain. Yeah, but you guys will have to go back and watch maybe the first 10 minutes of the live stream as we were watching one of our hummingbirds trying to get to the feeder in the storm. That was kind of funny. Bless her heart. Thank you, Pam, for putting Melody's link in there. Thank you very much. Yeah, check her out. She's a neat lady, very crafty. Like I said, she lives at the Villages here in Florida. She actually has a home that she rents out that is fully stocked with craft supplies. So you can stay in the, just like an Airbnb idea, you can actually stay in the Airbnb for one price, and you get to use all of the supplies and crafting stuff. So it's really cool, and the prices are not bad. So check that out. She just does a really neat job. And I think Susie's looking into maybe doing one of the weekends down there. And maybe some of you folks here in Florida, y'all can all get together and do that. I think y'all would have a lot of fun. Yeah, Pam, you can see we're picking up again. Yeah, Angela, it's really cool. It's I think it's a 3-bedroom, and it's at the Villages. It's a home at the Villages, and she rents it out from, it's anywhere from like $109 a night to like $130 a night, depending on the time of year. But you get to use, she's got paper, she's got just hundreds of dollars worth of supplies and equipment in there that you can use any of it, and it's all included in the per night price. So really not a bad idea at all, and actually a really good deal considering. Yes, Greg, Elsa does need to let it go. My nerves, I don't like all, yeah, girls weekend, exactly. I think you guys should do that. I think you'd have a blast with it. Because Susie is really proficient on the cricket. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but she really is. And like I said, I've been trying to get her to do more for the channel, so maybe we can talk her into doing it. Lena's been sitting her links to jump in there too. She's been in a couple with Lena. Whoa, okay. Might not be able to hear me. Here comes the rain. Fortunately, we have not lost power, so that is awesome. Yeah, absolutely, Angela. You know, Susie's done them before too, and I think you guys ought to do it. I think you have a lot of fun. And when Melody started doing the Airbnb, I was like, man, that's an awesome idea. And the Villages is only about an hour and a half from where you guys are, and it's about 2.5 hours for us. So I mean, it's in Ocala, or just outside of Ocala. So it's not. That's a really cool idea. And like I said, what sweetens the pot is you get to use all the supplies and everything there. Yes, I know. Well, now that she's at the library, I'm hoping that we can see more of her. Yes, I adore her too. Thank you, Pam. That's so sweet. So did you get rid of a lot of it? Well, you know, especially with you guys moving, that's the kind of stuff you have to kind of thin the herd, so to speak. But Melody Lane has been working with Cricket for so many years that they're one of her sponsors. So she gets just tons of stuff from them. And so everything in that Airbnb is Cricket. Well, for the most part. There's other stuff, obviously, but a lot of Cricket supplies and things like that. Good. Keeping the special stuff. I need the sock I had to leave behind. Oh, I bet you did, Pam. Yeah, I bet so. Yeah, Jeffrey, I hope we don't lose power either, that's for sure. That's the only bad part about these things. Which our power company about 2 weeks ago came through and did line checks and cut a lot of limbs that were near some of our power lines, so that obviously helps. All right, Angela, have a great day. All right, and we'll say hey to Jeff. Bye, Angela, and hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Yeah, we are watching Tropical Storm Elsa here in North Florida. Kind of a unique situation, I've been kind of telling everybody for us, is that this storm is actually coming directly across us, which we usually don't get a lot of that here. And this is a high-end tropical storm, so it's something kind of different for us. If I wasn't streaming, I would be constantly looking out the windows anyway, so this kind of steadies my nerves and I have fun at the same time. So if you want to take a nap, you could probably just put this by the side of your sofa or by your bed and zonk out with this wind and rain. It sounds so good. Yes, Greg, you're right. Elsa is using her wind powers. Yeah, and it's constantly moving now. The air is constantly moving now. Yeah, I saw that, Jeff, that you guys got some rain last night. You'll probably get a little today, but yeah, because it came up the coastline, really Orlando wasn't impacted much at all. I didn't think it would be. And this is really such a strange storm. Anyway, the way it's shaped, it's very odd. But anytime these things get over the Gulf of Mexico, they become very unstable, and you don't know exactly what they're going to do until they make landfall. Well, here we go. Here's another pretty decent one coming through. I know, Pam. I think I've already been sleeping. You know what? I think our hummingbird might have just breezed by me again, I think. I don't know. Maybe it was just a leaf blowing by. That hummingbird is so funny, trying to get nectar in a tropical storm. Clip that out, I guess, make a TikTok out of it. I don't know. A hummingbird in a tropical storm. I don't know how well you guys can see, but all the trees are moving pretty well. Right now, we're just kind of getting some light breeze right now. No real wind at this particular moment. But it's amazing how cool it is. It really is. Of course, rain always makes it cooler, but these storms bring in some cool air because the cloud tops are cold. And sometimes there's hail in them, so the rain gets really cold. Connor's on South Padre Island in the Gulf with my sister with it. There's a plan. I don't know how far this storm is going. Oh yeah. Which actually it's on land now here where we are, and it'll just keep moving up the coast. It'll come across. It's supposed to come across Jacksonville tonight, so they'll get quite a bit of rain. But most of the wind that's going to be experienced will be now, as it comes off of the Gulf. But by late afternoon, the wind will probably be completely gone for us, and it'll just be some rain, and Elsa will have said bye-bye. It's really crazy. I keep putting these big pecan limbs, these big pecan trees. You really can't just understand it on the camera, I'm sure, but this pecan tree is really old. It's really big. That's the base of it there. Our newspaper came out several years ago and did an article on this particular pecan tree because they're just so big. And to see the wind moving these limbs and things around like they're nothing. But these are very substantial limbs. Elsa came to my work, Cynthia says. It's cold in this office. Yeah, maybe that's why the air is really cool, because it's Elsa. Because it is very, a couple times it's almost chilly. Chilly is not a word you usually use in Florida in July. But if you're joining us today, we're here in North Florida. We're in Suwannee County. And Tropical Storm Elsa has made landfall and is coming over our way. Poor little crepe myrtle just bloomed last week. Now that all this rain and wind has it all beat down. Our hummingbirds love this crepe myrtle. We have one little limb down. And of course, our one set of our wind chimes got knocked down. There's Rebecca's squirrel habitat that she built to take care of her little squirrel family. She did that just before we went to Orlando. So how is everyone's hump day going? How's Wednesday for everybody? Who's at work? Who's at home? Who's working at home? Check the radar here real quick. Pretty intense when even though there's no eye wall per se, it was trying to build a wall, but it never quite made it. But center of circulation, even in a tropical storm, you still pick up quite a few winds because the storm literally is rotating on itself. So that's to be expected. These are cedar trees here. This one's kind of bent over because of the amount of rain we've had. Kind of a funny story. This cedar tree here on the end, I don't know if you can see it very well. There it is. The one there on the end. Used to be really, really small. When this was, my grandparents used this land, part of the land here for farming. There was a tobacco barn that sat about right where this that white structure is that I built for our azalea bushes, and the tobacco barn fell on that cedar tree. And this was before I was ever born. Several years before I was born, probably 20 or 30 years before I was born, and it stunted its growth. But over the last several years, it started growing back, and it's almost as big as its brothers and sisters over there. Cam said, I can't work, so I'm always home. Greg says, I'm off today, and I got less than 2 weeks for my trip to California. I know that's going to be awesome. Cynthia says, work, sniff. I know. So, Cynthia, just be careful that you don't doze off listening to the rain. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I know this is not the most entertaining thing in the world, but it is unique, somewhat. For me, at least, right now. So Sid said, I'm too cold to fall asleep. Our bottle brush over there. Oh yeah, this is a pretty decent little band. Okay, so Destination D is November 19th to the 21st. Oh, yeah, okay. We might be able to make that then. I'll have to double check that, Greg. I hope we're down next month again. That'd be awesome. I know we'll probably be down Labor Day weekend. That's our anniversary weekend. Of course, that'll be a long weekend. Well, Susie's starting her new job back in February. She's trying to build her time. So we're basically only taking, holiday trips. But now that she's not in the school system, we can start, and Becca's virtual school, we can travel a little bit more in the off season, which I enjoy. We enjoy much more, so we'll be able to see a lot more of you guys in the non-holiday times. Wow, I didn't expect to be streaming for an hour. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I've just been holding my phone in my hand. I should have planned ahead and Put my gimbal on. All right, you finish up the dishes, Pam. Let's see if I can sit up against my coffee cup here. See what it does. Hopefully it won't fall. made it back. I went in and made me some more coffee. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me see if there was chat while I was gone. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Does your wife think you're crazy? Oh no, don't Cynthia. She doesn't. She knows me. She's like, oh yeah. She's in there shopping. She's at Cricket shopping now, so she's having her good. She's having her fun. Mickey's Magic live stream. That would be awesome, Craig. That would be awesome, awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate the thumbs up. Oh, doing good. Doing good. Watching Tropical Storm Elsa here come over our area here in North Florida. Went in and got a fresh cup of coffee. I keep the Keurig going on days like this. I like the half calf coffee that's from the Green Mountain Company. It's really good. Of course, this stream is not sponsored by Green Mountain Company or its affiliates, or Keurig or its affiliates. Oh, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. It's interesting how the sky is clearing. Of course, it's not blue, but the sky is clearing up a little bit as the center starts moving in. That's pretty typical of these things. I've been in the in hurricanes where when the eye comes over, you stand in the middle of it and you see perfectly blue skies until the back side of the eye wall comes across. It's kind of spooky looking, I'll tell you. So Jeff's son is there. Oh, the sun is out here now. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Hey, Pam, welcome back. I have a dishwasher. It does most of the work now. Just need to go. They'll put the dishes away. That's exactly what Becca keeps saying. See, she's the dishwasher loader and unloader in the family, and that's what she keeps saying. Something to load it and something to unload it, and it would be a perfect world. I had taken a little bit of break myself, too, Pam. I went and got another cup of coffee. So I now have two of my two Disney cups here. You guys might know I'm a collector of cups and Disney caps. I've got way too many of both. Tonight we're going to be on Pete's stream. If we have power, we're going to do it through the phone. If we don't, whatever, we'll probably do it with the phone anyway. Oh, here's our hummingbird, guys. Our hummingbird's coming back. Let me step back here to see if she'll come back. I don't want to interrupt her because she's been through the whole storm. She's been trying to come to the feeder. All right, so I'm going to stop talking for a minute. Yeah, one filled up with rainwater. All right, let's see if she comes back. She went over to the cedar tree, kind of zoomed in here a little bit so that I can step back from it. Let's see if she comes back up again. I think because the wind has died down quite a bit, she's trying to make a go for it again. Sorry if it's shaky. I'm zoomed in and I'm holding my phone in my hand. So, hey, Amy, good to see you. Welcome in. Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. I'm just going to stay here and just kind of keep it on the hummingbird feeder, see if she comes back. The wind is picked and rain is picked back up again, so she may stay over in the tree. Of course, she's this hummingbird, it's a female, and she will come up and chirp at you sitting in the porch. She doesn't mind people really. And I think a lot of times we've noticed that if we're talking, she will stay at the feeder longer if we're talking. It's like she likes the sound of our voices or something. It's so cute. And she, even with me standing right here by the bird feeder, she still comes up, and so she kind of likes people. I'm convinced, I may be totally crazy, but I'm convinced this is the one that I rescued last year, and because they stay in the area, and I honestly think that she's just kind of like, I don't know, remembers it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Cindy says the birds like your accent. Yeah. I appreciate that. My accent. Sometimes I have one and sometimes I don't. It's so funny. People are always asking, where am I from? Of course, everybody up here uses real strong Southern slang. So, you know, they think I'm from like the Midwest or something. I don't know. My sister, when I hear her on the on videos and things, she says, I sound like that. I said, yeah, you sound just like that. Amy, are you coming down this weekend? We have yet to meet Amy. Every time our paths cross, it's just like with got a mosquito over here. Disney Nerd Herders, we've met up with them about 3 times, but we've missed them by a week. They're going to be coming down this next week, so we just missed them, and they're going to be here while we're doing church camps, so we're not going to be able to meet up with them at all. Cynthia said we should have a show with you and Gonzo. You teach him English and he teaches Spanish. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. We were on with Gonzo a few months back and we had a lot of fun with him. Matter of fact, it was either right after or right before we had COVID. It's drizzling here, but not as exciting as this. Well, I don't know how exciting this is, but I know, Amy, by a week. And you know what? I think the last time we only missed you by like a week. If we were just a little bit closer, we could run down even just for the day or something. But the 3 hours, which I-75 has been so bad that lately that even this last trip, it took us 5.5 hours to make a 3-hour trip going southbound. So it's just too far for back in the day when we were a little younger. We could do those day trips to Orlando, but yeah, not so much anymore. Not into a park. This is exciting. Your storm comes with Sean commentary. Sean commentary. I don't know how great that is, Pam. Bless your heart. What other commentary can I give? Colorful commentary. Well, we can look over here at the gardenia bush. The gardenia has bloomed out. I planted some small gardenias down here last year. And here's a butterfly plant down here that we thought that had died, but it came back and it's doing beautifully. I repotted one and it's blooming out back. Kind of funny story. These azaleas have been here all of my life. My grandmother on my mom's side planted these azalea bushes and all these little bushes right here. So I've kept them. And they've been here for, well, I'm 49, so they've been here at least 49 years. We had a big dogwood that sat over here by this oak tree, but a few years back, a portion of the oak tree fell off and destroyed the dogwood tree. So we're thinking about planting another one this next year right out here on the other side of this crepe myrtle. I have a Rose of Sharon out here, which the hummingbirds absolutely love. The Rose of Sharon right there. And then we have another Rose of Sharon on the other end of the house over here, which I rescued. And one of them died, but one of them took, and it started blooming this spring. So that was really cool. We have a bottle brush. Of course, the hummingbirds and butterflies love that. All right, Jeff, we sure will. Have a great day. We do not have any lilac bushes. We could. I think they actually will grow in our zone. but we've never planted any. We do have a lot of jasmine. As a matter of fact, this is jasmine right here climbing this oak tree. I planted it about 20 years ago, and it has climbed this oak tree, so it's full of jasmine. This is a little white crepe myrtle. It's a black leaf crepe myrtle over here, and it just doesn't grow very well. I don't know. I keep threatening to take it up and plant it elsewhere. And of course, these are butterfly bushes, and the monarch butterflies love those. Another gardenia bush there. Palm tree. Oh, let me move back to the other side. Getting too much rain on the lens here. Let me zoom back out. Let me wipe my lens off again, guys. There we go. It was great seeing Jeff and Angela this trip. We've seen them a couple times, but only for about 5 minutes. But we were able to hang out for at least about an hour this last time as we were getting ready to leave to come back home. Like I said, we didn't know they were in the park. They had just come in from Pennsylvania, and had come to the park, and they were on with Kinsey Day, and that's when I saw they were live, and we were like, oh, catch up with them. Okay, so probably just lost power. It kind of, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it sounded like a gunshot, and we have probably lost power now. So, yep, it's getting worse. So if you've been hanging out with me, now's the time to really hang out with me, I guess. So we have, check out the disco lights we have going on in our house right now. We have smart bulbs. And with the power flashing the way they did, they activated the reset sequence. So we have disco night, disco day in our house right now. Okay, so see what you got to do is unscrew each of them and screw them back in. It should be okay. Okay. I probably would just turn it off because the transformer over here just blew. And I heard it. So, and there's Becca. Becca's on the live stream. Hey, Becca! Becca did not realize I was live streaming. Y'all got to see Becca just getting out of the bed. Oh my goodness! There's a Mickey sighting for you. So yeah, here's our house looks like a disco. Pam said that's crazy fun. Yeah, these smart bulbs have the different colors you can set. Well, yeah, but when a power flash happens and they go into reset mode, this is what it looks like. So probably what I do is just...
Doing our hummingbird again.
Oh, our hummingbird is back, guys. So let's see if we can get her. All right, so just turn everything off in here.
Hey, guys.
Hey, oh, say hey. Pam wants to see you.
Hey, Pam. Hey. See me? No makeup, no hair, no nothing.
Okay, so well. Pam said it's pixelated, so we can't see her, but I bet she's beautiful. It'll catch back up. We have good signal still, good Wi-Fi, so that's good news. Just turn everything off. Don't worry about resetting them yet. Just turn everything off. Well, I guess you want to. Yeah. Echo. Turn off the house. Well, that's fun. You guys got to see a interesting thing happen. So Susie saw our hummingbird, came back. I had my back turned. Wow. Pam, you can see it is definitely getting much, much, much more interesting. All right, I'm going to step back again and see if our hummingbird comes back. Oh, our dog Daisy is out on the porch with me. Everybody meet Daisy. Daisy, say hey to everybody. Say hello. Some of them have met you before. Hello. Say hello, everybody. I'm the Mickey Sightings dog. My name is Daisy, and I'm such a very good girl. And I like coming out on the porch with my dad. You see all that wind and rain, Daisy? You see all that wind and rain? I know, right? I love the name Daisy. Well, Pam, you can see, because you've been with me now for, let's see, we've been an hour and 20 minutes. So you can see that it is definitely intensified. We've got very consistent, whoa, boy, yeah, okay. That's really, really strong. I think I'm actually going to take the wind chimes down. I should have taken those down earlier, but let me set those over here. So you guys get to see me storm prep at the same time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is really, really starting to pick up. Yeah, if you're just joining in, this is Tropical Storm Elsa making its way into North Florida. We are in Suwannee County, so we are just north of where it made landfall. And it's coming right across our area. Between 1 and 3, one of my church members just texted me and said that it's going to get really interesting between 1 and 3 possibly. So, wow, oh yeah. Here we go. Daisy's like, I want back in, please. No, Dad's not coming back in yet. Although I just got a shower. I just got a nice spritz. Hey, Greg. He's still here. Yes, getting worse, and now I can hear the wind. It's about 1, so just, yep. Yep. Let me wipe my camera off again. I might have Susie run in and get the gimbal for me. My hand's kind of getting tired.
Where is it?
It's on in the Mickey room, on the desk there, on the actual desk. Susie's gonna run and get the gimbal. But yeah, it is definitely kind of a change overall. You can kind of tell the air changes. 2, once the center starts getting closer, because it has a lower barometric pressure, you start feeling it in your ears. Which I think the barometric pressure is over 1,000, so you don't notice it as much. But when it gets down around the 950s or somewhere around there, you kind of feel like you're starting to take off on an airplane. Okay, so Susie brought the gimbal, so I'm going to try to hook you guys up on it. So bear with me. All right. Okay, there we go. Now, this, of course, I've got to get, this is a different phone, so I got to see where the mic, let's see, where we have, right, I don't know exactly why I've got the gimbal in this shot. That doesn't make much sense. That's kind of odd, considering the camera is here. Maybe it's because that tertiary lens, it may pick up the gimbal. Oh, that stinks. So you guys just may have at least for the moment. I'll tell you what I'll do.
If you hold it down.
No, I know that, but yeah, I can hold it down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out this. I have not actually had this new phone on this gimbal, so you have to kind of figure out
You might have to slide it out.
I may have to slide it out. I may have to make an adjustment on the gimbal.
I can hold the gimbal if you want to slide the phone to the left.
Yeah, I just don't know if that'll throw the balance off, but we'll see. It might not. Let's see if that throws the... Yep, that threw the balance off. Sorry guys, hold on a minute. Let me scrooge it back in there again. Okay, let me... Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, yep, gimbal issues. my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. That's kind of odd. You usually don't get the gimbal. Yeah, love technology. Yeah, me too, Pam. Love technology until it doesn't work like you think it ought to. I hadn't thought about this having a different camera set up for a gimbal, but this camera actually has gimbal, but I can't live stream with it in gimbal mode, which is really odd. But yeah, this is definitely much better on the hand. Tilt it up there. So thank you for hanging out with me today. If you're not a subscriber of Mickey Sightings, you're watching, we'd love to have you become a part of our family. Don't forget to click the like button. We have 18 likes. That's awesome. 7 people watching. Cool. Especially considering we're watching a storm. 7's not too bad. We walk back over here again. Oh yeah, the gimbal's much better. I just wish I didn't have the gimbal in our picture. Sorry about that, guys. I'll have to figure out how to get around that. It's this lens. This camera has 3 lenses, so it's that 3rd lens that's catching the gimbal arm. So yeah, don't know exactly what I'll do about that, but we won't worry about it right now. If I hold it like that, you don't see so much of it. And now the wind has changed directions, which is very common around with these things. Of course, that's also kind of spooky because tropical storms will throw off tornadoes. They'll spin them off, and that will cause that shift as well. So, yeah, kind of crazy. Got one of my plants down here getting some water on the steps. I'm sorry about the gimbal being in the shot, guys. I apologize for that. Well, you can see the wind. And, woo, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That is pretty strong right there. Take care of the trees more. And you can see the trees with the leaves are just getting weary. They start getting weary after a while of just the constant movement of the air. Well, our hummingbird hasn't come back. Grab my coffee. Oh, sorry guys. I had it angled up for the trees over there. So they're still saying we should get the worst of it between 1 and 3. It's 1 now. As those of you who've been on with me so far for the whole time, you definitely have seen it intensify at times, that's for sure. That last wind gust we had was a pretty decent one. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Yeah, it is definitely saving my hand. my claw grasp had done all it could do. Oh, I know, the rain does sound so good. This is great napping weather, Pam, but I can't nap when the wind's blowing like this, though. My nerves just can't do it. I have to be in watchdog mode. If anybody's interested in moving to North Florida, we have a place, one of our neighbors just put their place across the street up for sale. It's a little one-bedroom house, the porch. Cute little place over there. My dad actually built that house several years ago, and they sold off that property a number of years ago to just kind of scale back a little bit. And so yeah, the little house is up for sale. Neat little house, and I can vouch for it being very well built. So if anybody's interested in moving to North Florida and a little one-bedroom house, I can hook you up. For the going rate of I think $60,000, which is not too bad. It's on a half-acre of land. Has a fenced-in dog area, has a back porch. Cute little place. Right there, right across the street. Here's my real estate plug. Not that I do real estate, but hey. I want good neighbors, so I know you guys are always good. You all are nice. Pam said I need more than one bedroom. Yeah, that's the problem. It only has one bedroom. Or at least let me put it this way. It used to only have one bedroom. Some other people have lived in there, and they did a lot of work inside of it here a while back, so they could have added a second bedroom, I guess. I'm not sure. My boys would drive me crazy. Oh, your boys would drive you crazy? Us crazy? Oh, I don't know. Let me see if I can get back up into the trees here. There has been no traffic by here today. The only car I've seen come by was the mail lady earlier. Everybody is hunkered down. I'll tell you what, the gimbals are backwards, you know. You go up, you go down. You go down, you go up. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come through the house, and I'll go to the back side of the property. Let's do that. Let me flip the camera around. So I'll come into the inside of the house, and I'll go to the back side of the property, and we'll see how it looks back there. All right, let's see. Smells is a handful, but man, do I love him. Well, you know, that's right. Don't forget. Oh, Pam, thank you. Yes, my coffee. Oh. I forgot my coffee. Thank you, Pam. It's bad. It's bad when in chat you know that my oh wow, it's blowing out here again. But let's head in, go through to the back, and check out the back side of things. Sorry guys, you got to get in the up close. Well, now I can get the door open. Up close and personal here. Oh my goodness. Oh my, oh my. All right, here we go.
Here, I can hold your coffee.
Becca's got my coffee. Thank you, Becca. Mm-hmm. There's one of our Disney walls back there, and above our piano. Okay, let's see. Got all the lights off in here, but still some daylight. Let's see here. Let's see how the. Let me flip the camera around here. All right, with a little bit of rain. All right.
Someone still hasn't fallen.
Nope. We had a little pecan limb down back here. A little sweet gum limb down. This is the back side of our property. Of this part of our property, at least. Yeah, we got some limbs down back in the back, but nothing major. Damn, I feel like I'm the only one in chat. I know. Oh, Greg's still there. Oh, thank you, Pam. We actually we built this deck several years ago, and then we got one of those big outdoor canopy things from Lowe's and mounted it out here, and it works great. There's my grill spot there. There's Becca. Hey, Becca. There are all of our plants. Becca planted a lot of lettuce and radish. Carrots. Let's see, radish and carrots and squash and things. We've got those growing over there in pots. We've got tomato plants over there that are growing in pots. Anonymous, I've been listening for quite a while. You're not. Oh, thank you for staying with us, Anonymous. Yeah, you can definitely tell it is the wind is changing.
Yeah.
The air is changing a little bit from what it was earlier. We're just going to stay on. There's our next door neighbor there. That piece of the property we sold off about right after my dad had his heart attack. He had his tractor repair shop there, and he and my brothers were in business together. After he had a heart attack, he had to retire, closed it down and sold it off, and eventually some other folks just moved over there. But that side of the property is where my great-grandparents' original home was for the homestead when they first immigrated here. So, and this goes further back. It's another one of those pecan trees and all over. Like I said, we had several of them cut down. We had this one cut down. You see the stump there. We had that one cut down last year.
Yeah, and then over there was the yeah, not birch, but the red one.
What red one?
I'll think of it.
What tree? A tree?
Yeah. Remember over in there. The far one.
Those are pecan trees.
Okay.
Those are all pecan. There's a cedar tree there.
Cedar, that's what it was.
Oh, cedar.
Yeah, because we donated the wood.
Yep, we gave the wood so a guy could make swings. Hey, Pete, be safe. Looking for... Yes, absolutely, we are too. So far, Pete, we still have power, which is good. That's a good thing. We still may just plan to stream through our phone. It might just be better. That way we can switch to mobile data if we have to quickly. Yeah, this is the history of rural North Florida, at least since 1913, when my great-grandparents came here. There's Becca's little... No, not do that. Becca's over here bouncing. That's her playhouse over there.
I'm just popping my knees because they were
and there's our fire. And there's our fire pit. Over here, of course, one of our chairs is blown over. I didn't pack up the chairs. There's our hammocks. We can lounge around during the day out there when it's nice weather on the weekends.
I have my tether ball.
Yeah, Becca's tether ball. Here's one of our other bird feeders, our hummingbird feeders. This is the other one that they like, the other hummingbird feeder over here. They like this one. Well, now that I've zoomed, you can't see it. That one right there. But yeah, check out Pete's show tonight. We're going to be on there with Pete. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. Got some leaves over on my storage building. I have to clear that off. Storage building, our gardening shed. I should have rolled that umbrella down. I may have to just go out in the rain and do that. I forgot to do that yesterday.
Yeah. At least we said our fence will be overwatered.
Yeah, that's right. We are in North Florida. We are in Suwannee County, Scott. Where we are is where the center of the storm is coming across. Kind of unique because we usually don't get the centers of storms like that. So between now and 3 o'clock, it's supposed to be rather interesting around here. Yeah, I'll send Beck out there for sure. Yes, that's right. Matter of fact, the river flooded in '73. That was a year after I was born, and it actually, the river came up about 3 feet up into my mom and dad's house over here. We had to evacuate there. My grandparents lived where I am right now on this piece of property. It didn't flood, but yeah, and then it flooded again in 80, I think it was 86, and then again in 93. So yeah, I've seen it get really high to where we've had to boat people in and out for school and things like that. So we're about a mile away from the river. So around 56, 57, yeah, yep, yeah, it flooded in the 50s. The really bad flood, which is what they base what is called the 100-year floodplain on, was in, what was that, in 48? I think it was in 48 when it flooded. And that's when they had to put the trains and fill them with sand and put the cars on the bridge to keep the trestle from blowing out. Who's your favorite character? Disney character. Miss Pam forgot. Stitch. Stitch is definitely her favorite character overall. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we'd love to have you become a part of our family. We do all kinds of different things. This is really a very unique stream for us. But don't forget to click the like button if you like what you're seeing. We'd love to have you be a part of our family. And like I said, tonight we'll be on with Pete McDevitt. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that. We've had 20 likes so far today. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. 9 watching. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me on this windy, rainy day. That was a pine tree there that now all this brush that's growing up around that yours truly needs to clean up. But that was a huge pine tree that we cut down actually during the solar eclipse a few years back. If you guys remember the solar eclipse, we cut it that day, and that was an interesting experience. That was a huge tree.
Yeah, we still have indentions in the ground where it fell.
Oh, where it fell, yeah.
We're probably
Matter of fact, parts of it are still back out in the back of the hammock there.
We're dragging limbs for like 2-3 days. There were a lot of limbs on
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah, they did that at the trestle here in Dowling Park as well. Yep, it sure did. They keep it from washing out. But yeah, 48. The flood in 48 was really, really bad. We haven't seen one like that since. And plus, they've built things along the river, and they've changed the height of the roads, and they've put in systems to kind of help keep that from happening again. So it kind of barricades the water a little bit better. Another one of my gardenias. Here's a pad that we had poured a few years back that I think we're going to put a greenhouse on. I think that's what we've kind of decided to do. I'm going to give you guys a tour of the yard. Where'd you put my coffee? Trying to find out where Becca put my coffee.
On the island.
Can I have it, please? Thank you, most gracious one. 21 likes. Awesome. It's fun to sit out here when it's cooler weather. Not so fun to sit out here in summer. But it's not bad under here, and plus I got the outdoor fan hooked up under here, which makes it, a lot cooler to be under here during the hotter days. Oh, good.
A single drop of rainwater.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna go make my hot chocolate in my moose shoe cup.
Oh, okay. Let's close the door with the air conditioning turning back on. Da, 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 da. I planted some more bulbs. They're actually late bulbs this year, but I found them and I thought, I'll plant them, see if they'll come up. And they have started coming up, which is pretty cool. They're coming up right there. Our tomato plants are doing really, really well. We have Roma tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. Again, I apologize, guys, for the gimbal arm. This is a new phone to this gimbal, so I've got to find out what the calibration is to get rid of the gimbal arm in your picture. This phone has 3 cameras, so one of the cameras picks up that arm. So I apologize for the obstruction. We'll try to get rid of that next time. Or I'll stream on Susie's camera, our phone, which has only one camera. You guys can see out there the wind is moving those trees quite a bit. Those are more of the pecan trees back there. My great-grandfather planted all of these pecan trees. We've had to take a few of them down over the years because of deterioration, because like I said, they're over 100 years old. But you can see it out there. It's just they're holding up. They seem to be holding up fine. This is one of the pecan trees right here. Some of them are smaller than others. This one has a really small pecans on it. Some of them have fat pecans. Some of them have skinny ones. Some of them have long, skinny ones. Those are Mahans. Kind of depends on the tree. We planted 3 or 4 different varieties of pecans. We've collected a many 100-pound of pecans over the years off of these trees. They've paid a many dollars of property taxes over the years. Because that's what we do. We pick up the pecans and pay our property taxes. That's our lemon tree out here. We've only gotten about 2 lemons off of it. It just doesn't produce. It needs more iron. So we've added some iron to it this year to see if we can get it to produce. I hate to keep moving the gimbal on you guys. Every time I go up, it goes down. So we're watching Tropical Storm Elsa come into North Florida. So not too bad. I've only got a pecan limb down back there. I've got a sweet gum limb down over here. So that's not too bad so far. I can handle that. Elsa, you've been bowling. Okay, so Cynthia, let's see. The storm is still between 1 and 3. We just got word is whenever it's probably going to be worse for us, which is kind of what we've been hearing. It definitely has picked up at times. As you can see, Pam, she's kind of been hanging out the whole time, and it is definitely picks up at times. We're in the backyard now. Hey, Kelly. I'm back on my lunch break. What did I miss? Wind and rain. Wind and rain. Power out of transformer blew.
Going in the dark.
Yeah. Disco dancing in the house as our smart bulbs went off. Couple limbs down, nothing major. It's still windy over here in Orlando. Yeah, you guys are going. Elsa, you guys are going to continue getting rain because there's a big feeder band that keeps coming across the central part of the state, and that thing's been spawning near tornadic activity today. So y'all be careful down there too. I left off around the disco. Cynthia left off around the disco time. That was funny. The power flash. I just knew we were out. I just knew our power was out when I heard the transformer blow, but that was on another street. But I'm surprised. We're all connected, so I'm surprised we didn't lose power. We'll say, yeah, we get some interesting little gusts here every now and then. Disco Yeti, exactly, Kelly. So you guys got around 9. Yep, I was watching the radar, the news around 9:30 whenever it came into you guys' area. Yeah. Yeah, there was quite a bit of lightning on the west side of the storm when it was down around your guys' area, Elsa. Good. That's the worst part, is losing power. We've lost power for multiple days here at times, and oh gosh, that is just miserable. The worst was when Hurricane Charlie came through in Central Florida, came through Polk County, which is where my wife's family lived, and they had lost power for 3 weeks down there. And I went down there and helped them do a lot of relief work down in Polk County and down in Punta Gorda. That was a pretty bad storm. That was the 2004 hurricane season when we had those back-to-back hurricanes. There's 2 Elsas. Yeah, that's right. There's 2 Elsas, Elsa. So how does it feel to have a hurricane named after you? I've never had a hurricane named after me, at least not in my lifetime. So how does it feel to have a hurricane named after you? Very surprising. Yeah, you know, Elsa's not a real common name, right? I like the name Elsa, though. Of course, all my roots are Scandinavian, so I like Frozen as a particular fondness to me anyway with Elsa and Anna. And you have a dog named Elsa. Cool. So that makes 3. Well, there you go. So if somebody says Elsa, are they calling you or the dog? I don't know. Kelly, I'll try not to, but I think you guys might get some of it. Oh, here's one of our friendly little lizards. Let's check in on our lizard. Here's some lizard activity. This is one of our lizards that he lives up in here, and it's so funny to watch him eating bugs. But yeah, he's staying out of the weather. He comes on the railing and he sleeps every night. Sometimes he sleeps on one of the stems on our plants. Hello, Mr. Lizard. If there's a storm near Hurricane Sean, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Hurricane Sean. Like I said, in my lifetime, I don't know of one. I don't know why. Sean is actually kind of a common name. And of course, I spell it the right way, S-H-A-W-N, you know, of course. They'd probably spell it S-E-A-N, which would just drive me crazy. Yeah, I'm on the back porch now, Kelly. I'm facing right over to my parents' house, and get a little bit better shot here of all these trees back here. So yeah, I moved locations. Mr. Lizard has been living in our mailbox. Oh yeah, they do. Mr. Lizard, yeah, they do. They'll live in mailboxes. And a mailbox is a good place because they can eat bugs and spiders that take refuge in there. So actually a mailbox is a great place for lizards. Ours like the awnings. You know, these the runners here. They just really like living up there. Oh, he's running now. He doesn't want to be on the live stream. He's camera shy. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hadn't expected to do this, but I thought, you know, this would be kind of something unique. We've been on almost 2 hours. Wow. I didn't expect to be on this long. But we'll just hang out. As long as they keep bringing me coffee. I think I'm going to have a banana or something here in a minute. I haven't had lunch yet. Yeah, it's getting kind of interesting there. Pam has been in the mix and anonymous pretty much the whole time. We have definitely seen some changes in the wind and even in the sound of the wind. Are you serious? I don't even remember that, Pam. Hurricane Sean was the most intense storm to form in December 2005. I don't even remember that. Seriously? And again, it was SCAN. Yeah. Good to see you guys again. But yes, it has been a while, Kelly. We take, you know, these 2-month hiatuses and then we come back. You know, it's this thing called life, right? You guys know all about that. So you just Googled it. Well, I'm glad you did. I did not know that. Why don't I remember? Was that an Atlantic storm or was that a Pacific storm? Because I don't remember that at all. Come back through here and so it was Atlantic. Oh, hey Disney girl. Oh, a tiny little limb just fell. Tiny little limb. Hurricane Douglas was a Pacific hurricane near Hawaii. Oh. Hurricane Sean. I do not remember that. That is really bizarre. And that actually, 2005, that's not that long ago. I don't know. Sometimes my memory, I think it just deletes information at will. Oh my goodness. It's a terrible thing. Mine is a terrible thing to lose. And our neighbor, she's all batting down the hatches over there. Yesterday, she was all worried that we were going to get hurricane winds and stuff, and I kept trying to tell her, no, we should be okay. Because I can tell you right now, if we were at about a category 2 like we were with Irma, I'd be at the church in the shelter just like I was then. We just have way too many trees around here for my comfort level if it gets too weird. But now this wind and rain actually is kind of nice. Sorry guys, I shook the camera. I'm going to go check the radar here real quick. But I don't know. Okay, Sean replaced the name Stan, which was retired in 2005. It was a tropical cyclone. Elsa wasn't a monster hurricane like, yeah, oh yeah, Dorian. Oh, Dorian was a monster. Yeah. There have been some big ones. Well, it's like Irma, I talked about earlier. It started out as a Cat 5. Now, by the time it got here, it was a low-end Cat, which was really, for this area, was a lot. We were disaster area and had Red Cross in for a little bit and all this kind of thing. So now it says rain's picked up here. I'm 150 miles east of Perry. I thought we were going to get hit hard. Winds 20, 30, but gusts of 60. Wind doesn't scare the gust. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. The ongoing wind is not bad, but those gusts can be scary. That's usually what will take the limbs down. But yeah, it looks like we're just going to continue getting a lot of rain. I'm really not seeing on the radar, as far as rain, that we're going to get a lot more intense rain. My shoe's getting soaked out here. No wonder my foot was getting cold. If Elsa was a category 5 out of my house to a friend's house. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, that's when we built our church to withstand Miami wind loads, and that's where we would go. And during Hurricane Irma, we actually had about 40 people that we sheltered at the church during the storm. And we had cats and dogs and a chicken, a rooster. It was kind of funny. The rooster, first thing the next morning, the rooster was kept crowing. It was hilarious. Rabbits, I think we had rabbits. We told everybody to bring their pets as long as they had them in a kennel, and we kept them in the fellowship hall. So, that was a lot of fun, though. I got to admit, bad hurricane, but it was a lot of fun. Having the kids were all in the sanctuary on pallets and bunks and sleeping bags. And it was fun. Sometimes the best memories are made during difficult times, right? If it does a lot of damage, I get called out and provide relief. We work with yeah, you guys do. As a matter of fact, I'm with Florida Baptist Disaster Relief, and yeah, we've worked with National Guard many times from North Carolina. Suburban Florida Outdoors, so good to see you. Yeah, we made it through the storm. It's 1 to 3 is supposed to be the worst part of it for us, so we're kind of in that. So I'm hoping that we're basically kind of through what would be the worst of it at this point. I'm hoping. You're surprised that there was a hurricane named after your wife. Yeah, that's right. Hurricane Susie. I can tell you all about Hurricane Susie. We were in a tornado watch last night. Yeah, we've been under a tornado watch all morning. This morning, the sheriff of our county actually talked about our area this morning because we were, in line with some potentially damaging winds, which we haven't had the eye wall yet, which, like I said, there's no clear eye wall. It's just really a center of circulation, but we haven't had that yet. And that usually will bring more intense winds, but that's probably it's looking like maybe a half hour away, just looking at the radar. But it has been raining a lot because we needed it desperately. We've got almost no rain for the latter part of April and most of May. And so we've gotten a lot of rain, which is kind of scary because it makes the ground a lot softer with these winds. But we sure appreciate the wind, the rain rather. Airport's in Braden, Sarasota, and Tampa. Yeah, I saw that. Matter of fact, there was someone we knew that was going to be coming into Tampa International, and they had to cancel the flight as a result of it being shut down. Yeah, you guys probably have gotten the worst of it at Suburban. You guys had a lot of lightning and a lot of tornadic activity just south of where you are. So if it stays like this, I mean, if it ratchets up a few more notches, it will still be in good shape. The trees look like they're doing great. That's always the big concern. But you guys can see how huge these pecan trees are. I mean, these are massive pecan trees. When you that's my parents' house, where my parents used to live. That's where I grew up. If you take that house and then you look at these trees, they're just massive. Yeah, Tampa definitely got some rough stuff, that's for sure. So Jeffrey said they're going to get the rain on Friday. Thankfully, no trees for sure. Oh, that's good, Elsa. That's awesome. I don't like naders either, Suburban. I do not like naders either. That's for sure. But yeah, there was a lot of lightning around 5 this morning on the west. Was that guy say? Where was it? Was the east side, west side? It was on the west side, actually, down around Tampa, which is kind of interesting. Which this has been an interesting storm altogether. I mean, it's been a hurricane, 3 times, and tropical storm, and it tried to form an eye, didn't really form a very clear eye, but the barometric pressure got down into the 992, and then it came up to 1,007. I don't know where it's sitting right now. But again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Yeah, it did, Elsa. It did. Just before it hit you guys, it turned into a hurricane again. And then some news channels were calling it a hurricane, or a tropical storm, so they called it a hurricane. And yeah, it was waffling back and forth really bad. Now this tree limb right here, it's rocking pretty good. So we got a decent gust coming across right now. This is actually a limb that I've been meaning to have a tree company come cut off because it's pretty long. It's like right here on the edge of the deck. I mean, if it fell, it's not going to hurt anything as far as our deck or our house is concerned, but you guys can see this is a decent gust right here. It's picking up quite a bit. But I'm not under any trees, so you guys don't have to worry about a tree falling on me or anything. I'm not under any trees. The trees that are around me are far enough away that I would see or hear them coming. And that's when you'd see me boot, scoot, and boogie. Well, I hope you guys are all having a good day. I am. Oh, yeah, the storm was been bizarre. She almost dissipated a few times. No, right? She didn't let it go. Right, exactly. Yes, you did go there. Like Elsa was confused on if she wanted to turn back into her. I know. 2021 coastal resident should be on the lookout for Aunt Anna, Bill, Claudette, Danny, Elsa, Fred, Grace, Henry, Ida. Ida was my grandmother's name on my dad's side. Julian, Kate, Larry, Mindy, Nicholas, Odette, Peter, Rose. Oh, Rose is my mom's maiden name. Sam, Teresa, Victor, and Wanda. Oh, wow. Those are the storms predicted for this year. When I first heard about this hurricane, I was surprised that it was named after me. I bet. It's kind of cool, right? But you can say that the storm that was named after you was a very confusing storm. And we'll remember it here because we just don't get a lot of them. They usually go to the west of us or to the southeast of us. Not complaining though, guys, not complaining. 11 people watching, 22 thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber to Mickey Sightings, we'd love to have you become a part of our YouTube family. And don't forget to click the like button. Share out the stream. Other folks might want to see what a tropical storm looks like in North Florida. Somewhat entertaining. For those of you who know, if you live up in North Florida here, we call this the real Florida. It's still very, very rural up here. We have a lot of cows and chickens, cotton, tobacco, watermelon. Not as much tobacco as we used to have back in the day. All of us boys worked in tobacco growing up, but we don't have a lot of that anymore. A lot of tobacco fields got replaced. You know, they turned them into just plots of land, and they plant peanuts, soybeans, and what is called silage. And silage is corn, but it's grown closely together. And they harvest the corn and they grind it and they use it to feed cows. And so the big dairies that are around here, they use the silage to feed the cows that are in the dairies. So that's a little bit of some agricultural information from this particular area. But cotton has become much more prevalent, particularly in Lafayette County, which is just south of us. Again, so cotton has kind of made a comeback around here. Yeah, we've got another decent gust coming through right now. Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. It's a little quieter under here instead of the aluminum roof on our porch. I may go back out to the front. I was on the front earlier and then we moved to the back. The back's a little bit better viewing because you get more trees and things like that you can see. But I hope you guys are having a great day. So in chat, where are you guys from? Where's everybody from? Check each other out. Some of you guys I know have channels. Check out each other's channels. Great folks in here. Great Disney family, great Disney community, and everybody else in between. So where are you guys from? All right, I got some more chat here. It just rolled in. Chat's a little delayed on my end. I'm lucky to be alive that Elsa didn't kill me. Jeffrey says, Sean, do you have a swimming pool in your backyard? Nope, we do not have a swimming pool. We've had a couple of small pools, but no, we cannot put an indoor pool in, or in-ground pool here because the water table is so high. You go down about 5-6 feet and you hit water. So we can't put in an in-ground pool. So we've had some above ground. We've thought about getting one this year, but now that Becca's older, but just kind of not one of those things on the priority list. The community across from us, they have indoor pools and everything, so we usually go over there. Maybe in 2022 hurricane season, there might be Hurricane Susie. There just might, Elsa, maybe. Anonymous, this question for you. Have you ever seen a pecan tree blown over due to extremely high wind? Yes, I have. I didn't realize how shallow their rooting systems were. Yes, they are. They're very shallow, and actually pecan trees are very brittle. And so they don't, a lot of times they won't fare well in winds like this sometimes. But yeah, I have definitely seen them snapped in two. Yeah, very, very large pecan trees I've seen snap like that. I went to a farm in DeLand back in April. Oh, that's cool. DeLand's a pretty area too. One of my aunts used to live in Stewart. I know where that is. Suburban says, I love the agriculture communities here in Florida, and it's super cool that each region has their own product. Yeah, it is. It is. You know, people think Florida, they immediately think citrus, but there's no citrus up here. It was all tobacco, soybean, silage, cotton, things like that. And we've got Cynthia, Candy Mom is in Virginia. Kelly with Hands Full, Heart Full is North Carolina. Elsa says, my friends live only 10 minutes from Disney World. Oh, that's cool. In Apopka. Yep, we have friends in Apopka. Jeffrey, Rhode Island. I take very beautiful sunset, inches by sunset pictures. Get on the local news. Yes, they do. He does a great job with sunset pictures. It's a good thing that Hurricane Elsa didn't kill me. I was like, are in for a blizzard or a hurricane? Bring it, Elsa. Yeah. Tucker says hello. Say hello to Tucker for me, Kelly. Love that family. Guys, make sure you check out Handsful, Heartful, their channel. They're an amazing family. Check them out. Anonymous says, yeah, you guys can hear it. It's kind of picking up here. Kind of comes through. Yeah, boy, the trees are doing the Watusi over there. If I get a little bit behind on chat, forgive me. Chat seems to be a little slow in coming in on my end. Oh, I'm hearing what sounds like a cracking noise. Look at the trees over here. Wow, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I kept hearing a cracking noise, so I was wondering if we didn't have something getting ready to give way somewhere. I keep hearing it, but I'm not seeing anything. If Elsa was a monster with 200-mile-per-hour winds, I'd go to my friend's house or shelter. You got that right, Elsa. That's for sure. Now, Lila wants to tell Becca hi. Okay, let me get Becca back. Let me get... Becca! Lila says hi. Here, let me come out here real quick. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I keep hearing cracking, but it sounds like it's back. Well, now Daisy, don't go out in the rain. You guys, if you haven't met Daisy yet, Daisy is our dog. Daisy, come on back. Yeah, don't get wet. Lila wants to say hi.
Hi.
We're all weathering the storm together, aren't we, Becca?
Yep.
All right. She's got her Simply Southern shirt on. Oh, let's see what it looks like. It says, simple is beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, sorry guys, hit the wrong button. I picked strung and hung tobacco the summer of '65 in Greenville. Glad I only did it once. Oh, Anonymous, you got that right. Oh my gosh. Yes, stringing and hanging tobacco. And back then, yeah, that was the old-fashioned way. You earned it. Yeah. I worked in, I did tobacco 1 year, and then I worked in pine beds over in Perry. Between Perry and Mayo, I would work in the fields and pull weeds out of pine beds. My gosh, on your knees all day, crawling in pine beds. Yeah. That'd be hilarious if there's a hurricane named Becca. Oh, I would do. Wouldn't it be awesome, Elsa? Hurricane Becca? Yeah, that one would be fitting.
Wasn't there
Jeffrey
already?
says to tell you, hey.
Hi. Wasn't there already a hurricane named Becky?
Yes, I think there was a Hurricane Becky.
And
But what about Becca?
No, I can't stand though being called Becky.
Yeah, actually, it was for Buckeye. The tree farmer that I worked for sold all of his. He planted what were called super saplings, and he would sell all of his super saplings to Buckeye. Yep. Matter of fact, my brother used to work for years for Buckeye, and so did my sister-in-law.
Which one?
My brother Harold.
Oh.
It was not a good job, but hey, you know what? As a teenager, it was a great job. It made my car. Well, actually, I was younger than a car at that point. I pulled weeds in the pine beds when I was 13 and 14, and 15, I guess. And by the time I was 16, I worked over at our retirement community in an inside job. I worked in our kitchen there in food service, and I did that throughout high school, and then I worked in Central Supply through college. Then when I went to the University of Florida, I helped manage a sub shop in Gainesville. So I can always tell people I've always worked. I'll be glad to retire. I've been working since I could old enough to do anything. But I always had money. I'm not that far from Wiki. Oh, cool. That's cool, Elsa. You started working when you were my age. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's how old you are? Oh, that's awesome. Well, Becca is 12. She'll be 13 in October. So you and Becca are the same age. Yep. That's when it started working. Wow, guys. You can kind of see it is really kind of picking up over here. Let me angle it back up a little bit. Let me come over to the other side here. Yeah, it's definitely drier over here. Although my shoes, I'm glad I have my deck shoes on because they're soaking wet.
Want me to go get you here?
No. I'd rather keep these on. Thank you though. I would like a banana. I think I need some nourishment. I haven't had lunch yet. Give me a nanner, please. We had a tornado watch all night. Oh wow, and those are scary. You know, even though it's just a watch, but then when it turns to a warning, that's just like makes you want to swallow your heart. But you know, this is inland. We're about 55 miles inland. So, you know, we don't get the brunt of the wind as it comes right off of the coast. So to get this kind of wind for where we are it's pretty significant. Thank you, darling.
Already peeled.
Becca brought me a banana lunch of champions.
Want me to make you a roasted sandwich?
Where's Susie today? Tell her, oh, Jeffrey, she's inside. I'm sorry, I'm eating my banana. She is on her computer shopping. Cricket is having a sale on cricket supplies today, so she's buying stuff. Tucker got a job. He's a lifeguard. Real tough job. No kidding, Kelly. That's a that's a real backbreaker, isn't it? I've spent the majority of my adult life working in air conditioning. I said I earned the right to do that because I spent my early formative working years out in the field, so it's been nice having inside jobs. But we all have a work ethic. It's one of the things that's missing in a lot of kids today is a work ethic. Oh, woo boy! Now that's strong. Wow, now that's a strong one, guys. Yeah, buddy. That's a strong one.
We might be going back out to the porch.
That's a strong one.
Yeah, as long as it's the porches.
Yep, that limb over here, it just about came to the ground.
That pecan.
Yeah, that one was strong. Too many of those and we'll have limbs down.
Yeah.
Whew. That was pretty intense. Okay, let Daisy back in, please.
I see.
Daisy's like, I want to go in, please.
She's like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Oh, stop. Woo!
Woohoo!
Woo! We had to come in on that one.
Hey, that was a pretty strong
Woo! We had to come in now. Woo! Yeah. I thought I was going to get blown away.
I think we just about turned into the people in Mary Poppins.
Oh my goodness.
With their umbrellas.
My gimbal even went out of whack.
Wow.
Hold on a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I reset my gimbal here.
All discombobulated.
My goodness. The wind caught my phone, caught my gimbal. Wow, that was pretty intense, y'all.
Mm-hmm. See, I thought that we were going to be blown away like ladies outside of the House of Mary Poppins.
So there was a tropical storm Rebecca in 1961 and a hurricane, it says 1968 in the Pacific.
Hey, wasn't me. I wasn't even born.
Yeah, must be exhausting flirting with girls while getting a tan. Yeah, no kidding, Kelly. Jeffrey says, hey, Seuss. I'm back inside now. Cool. Yeah, uh-huh. Madame, we were born in 1961. Now let me go back up in front. My goodness, y'all. That was, whew. That was pretty intense. That was pretty intense. Let's come out here. Now we're back on the front porch. And we'll, whew. I got bowling balls inside my house, and the wind from Elsa almost took me out, too. I'm telling you. Woo! My goodness, that one came up fast. Yeah, I've got a couple little limbs down up here now, up front. Elsa's trying to take me out. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate the house tour. Wow. I was moving. Okay, Daisy, I don't want you to get wet. Inside. Here, get back on the porch. Thank you. Oh, man. Whew. Thank you. That was like a quick little run through. Yeah, let the storm rage on too serious. Agree, Elsa. She did. My goodness. And it's like in the back. It is really. Let me see. In the back, it's really intense. No, no thunder or lightning, Anonymous. No, haven't heard any.
There's a hummingbird.
Okay.
The hummingbird keeps staying with it.
Okay, so over here. Okay, so the hummingbird is coming back to the feeder again. We're going to. Excuse me, Daisy.
You see?
You see the hummingbird at the feeder? Here's our hummingbird cam. Here we go. Hummingbird in a tropical storm. Check it out.
Well, they actually maneuver their wings so they can flow with the wind. But they still
Have you guys ever seen a hummingbird in a tropical storm? Well, you have now on Mickey's side. Well, if I can get this silly gimbal to cooperate. You have now seen a hummingbird in a tropical storm.
Yep. So cute though.
We'll keep it zoomed in so we're right here.
Yep.
She's been coming in off and on, but this is the longest she's been around. I'm surprised she wants to be out here.
Oh, I know they have constant eat. Sugar eyes.
Yep, that's the new name for the hummingbird is Elsa. We will name this hummingbird Elsa. That is for sure, Pam. That's a great idea. Yeah, if we don't have power, we're still going to use our phone like I'm doing now.
There's one of the little birds.
Oh, yep. Here's one of our little nuthatches. Came over.
Nuthatches.
That was a speed version of NT Crimps. Yeah, that's right. Hummingbird in tropical storm. Sounds like excellent clickbait. Oh, Kelly, you're right. I'll have to go in and edit that part out. Hummingbird in a tropical storm. That is so clickbait. You're so right. That's funny. Oh, clickbait drives me crazy, guys. Y'all just don't know. But I may have to do it on that one. Hummingbird in a tropical storm. Yep. Yeah, because she's tried. She's been trying, and she actually made a good run of it then. She's come up under the porch here a few times. We'll just keep it here. That is going to be the name of my band. Oh, hummingbirds! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll chat, and because my hands are wet now, it's making my the hands, my fingers stick to the screen. Oh, I want to keep it on the bird feeder for you guys, but I'll zoom back out so we can watch more of the wind.
And the rain.
That crazy wind almost took me and Sean out. Yes, it did, Elsa. Y'all saw it first, man. It grabbed my gimbal and it took my phone. I had to reset my gimbal. Yeah, Pete's doing baseball chat. Yep. No musical bone in my. You have no musical bone in your body? Come on, man. I bet you could. Watch for 2 hours to get the hummingbird part. Yeah, that's all right. It helps with the watch hours. Yeah.
When our hummingbird again.
Yep. The hummingbird just flew by to the other tree. So let me come back. The Rose of Sharon has a bloom out there. You may be running to that.
Oh, there's our female cardinal. Look at
Yep.
her.
You want to see our cardinals? They've come to the bird feeder.
Female
Here, let me
and male.
let me get down here. I'll zoom in there. Bird watching in a tropical storm. There we go. Let's go. Our male and female. They live over here in the cedar tree. They have a nest over there. Of course, Becca set up a habitat for the squirrels. I was talking about that a little earlier. That's her squirrel habitat for our little squirrels that are around here.
Squirrel Haven 2.0.
Oh, and our hummingbird just flew by.
Hummingbird has landed.
Just flew. Let me see, guys, if I
there he
can.
goes over
There he
to the
comes.
feeder.
He's coming to the feeder again. Oh, if my gimbal will cooperate. All right, guys, keep watching. Onward and bird watching in a tropical storm. What state bird is the cardinal? What state bird is the cardinal? Mr. Kelly was asking. Our hummingbird just flew by, and he actually perched on the limb over here in the tree. So he's actually out and about like these cardinals are. It's kind of interesting that this wind and rain is not scaring these cardinals at all. It's like, it is feeding time. We are going to eat. We don't care what's happening.
Yeah, the male is over in the Rose of Sharon. He personally loves perching in there. That's probably like his.
Oh, wow. Make sure your settings are set to 720p. YouTube knocked me down to 144p. Wow. So Michigan is a robin. Wow, 144? I guess Elsa took his let the storm rage on too serious and too aggressive. Yeah. No kidding. There are times, right? Let the storm rage on. Wow. Okay, here we go. Here's another one.
Look, Daisy down here. Porch dog. She's just enjoying all the wind and the
Daisy's
rain.
enjoying the porch. I'm probably going to have to hook the battery up to the gimbal here in just a little bit. My battery light is flashing. It was fully charged too. I don't know why it's already giving me trouble.
So you can hook it up to the battery pack.
Hint, we live in that state. Oh, North Carolina. Gotcha.
That's where one of my friends live.
There are 7 states that proudly call cardinals their state birds. Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia. Well, that's something.
That'd be a good question for trivia.
Let's see if our hummingbird is really... Oh, wow. Here we go again. Yeah, we're definitely getting some squall lines now, because even the sky is kind of an odd gray color. Before it was just kind of white, but now it's getting this kind of strange grayish, yellowish something. So Tropical Storm Elsa in North Florida in Suwannee County.
Here's a cool rain fact. Did you know that every single drop of rain holds at least one microscopic piece of dirt?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Every drop of rain.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
The clouds mostly filter out the rest. There's our hummingbird.
All right.
Hummingbird just flew by.
Well, we'll turn the hummingbird cam back on.
We need to like mount a GoPro.
Yeah, we are. We have our GoPro. I think we're going to mount it and make it into a hummingbird cam for the channel.
Yeah. And then we'll.
Yeah, I have
for
a nephew
squirrel.
that lives in Virginia, and great nieces and great nephews that live in Virginia.
Yeah, that he's already a great somebody.
I'm a great
Great
actually.
uncle.
I'm a great uncle. Checking my battery level here. I may have to go grab the battery pack and hook the gimbal on, or hold it in my hand again like I was earlier. We'll see if our hummingbird decides to come back. Ooh, there goes some more. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. I'm going to turn the camera over to Becca real quick, and I'm going to go get the battery for the gimbal before I think it dies. So,
Oh, there's a hummingbird.
oh, here comes the hummingbird, but I am right next to the feeder, so I don't know if she's right here. Oh, this is the ruby-throated one.
Yep, that's rude.
All right, just be still. Okay, just be still, and she may come, or he may come up here. Not with you standing right there, he won't. If you come, he keeps coming up, but he's not going to come up if you're standing right in it, kind of in this visual path there. We'll just be really still and see if he flies back up here. But this is the ruby-throated one. I think we're probably a little too close. All right, Beck, I'm going to hand it over to you. You can narrate for a little bit. Let's get the camera kind of back. There we go.
All right. Saying, I think I'm going to put my hand through the wrist strap. Else my dad would kill me if I dropped the gimbal. And over there is Squirrel Haven 2.0. Let's see. Oop. Sorry, first time working the gimbal. Oop, my hands are wet. But yeah, that's Squirrel Haven. I'd like to see if we can see our hummingbird again. Which I actually named Rue, our ruby chested hummingbird, after Rue McLean from the Golden Girls. Cause she played Blanche, the southern one. Wow, Pam, there's 350 species of hummingbirds? Wow, hummingbirds cannot walk or hop, though their feet can be used to scoot sideways while they are perched. Wow. I've been good. What about you? I'm a little bit wet, but not nearly as wet as we were at Disney. Whew. It was crazy at Magic Kingdom, though. You love the Golden Girls, too? Yeah, that's a really neat show. Which I actually just, about a month ago, I finished Full House. And now I'm in season 2 or 3 of Fuller House, which started back in 2016. So I'm over in 2017. Elsa Luna, I went to the 4th of July fireworks show in downtown Orlando. Oh wow! Yeah, it was so funny though because we were staying at our hotel and you could swear that somebody had a battering ram at the door. Some of those fireworks were so loud. It was crazy. Huh. And again, hummingbirds have no sense of smell, but they have very keen eyesight. Wow. Who knew? So you don't want to get the battery pack wet.
I did not know that.
Or can they walk or hop?
What grade will you be in this year, Mr. Kelly?
7.
7th grade. She's growing up on me, Kelly. She's growing up on me way too fast. Elsa, you haven't seen the Golden Girls. Oh, you got to watch the Golden Girls. On average, a hummingbird's heart rate more than 1,200 beats a minute. Wow. That is wild. They lay the smallest eggs of all birds. Their eggs measure less than ½ inch long, but they represent just 10% of the mother's weight at the time. Wow, their eggs are smaller than jelly beans. That is amazing. And we think their nest is right out here in this clump of branches off of this oak tree. We think that's the, they have a nest there because all of them fly back into that area when they leave the feeder. Well, Susie was looking at the radar, and I'm hoping that the worst of everything may be coming over us. I feel you grow it way too fast. It's crazy, right? Yeah, it is. Hummingbirds also flap their wings about 3,000%. Good night. Oh, Cars 3 is awesome. But yes, the kids grow it way too fast. Way too fast. Well, let's see if we can get... Oh, yeah. Wow. Here's another really good one.
Wow, I feel like we're on the cruise ship again.
Oh, wow. That was a good one.
Just that nice gust of wind whenever you kick out for it. What?
I don't know about my daughter sometimes. Come back over here. Oh, we had a little limb fall. One of our little oak limbs just fell. Facts about hummingbirds today on Sean's stream. What should we name this stream? Hummingbird Show Episode 1? Yeah, Hummingbird Show Episode 1. In addition to nectar, these birds also eat many small insects and spiders, and they also sip tree sap or juice from broken fruits. Oh, that's cool. They consume approximately 1/2 its weight in sugar daily. The average hummingbird weighs 5 to 8 times an hour. Oh, wow. Well, I know it's really cool how they got that long tongue. Whenever I rescued that one and put the nectar in front of him, and he started slurping down that nectar, and it was like his eyes started widening. They need that sugar to sustain them. Oh, here comes another decent breed. Yeah, we're getting a lot more back-to-back decent gusts now. This channel should be about hummingbirds. Yeah, right? We could do a whole Mickey sightings and hummingbirds or something. We could do a whole segment on, we'll do a whole subdivision of the channel on hummingbirds. Well, let me see if I can zoom in here. Sorry, guys. Probably made you seasick. We'll do some bird watching. Bird watching in the middle of a tropical storm. Set nectar through their long bills and said they lick it with their forked tongue. I did not realize they had a forked tongue until that one was drinking out. I put the little cup of nectar in my palm, and I had the hummingbird was laying in my hand, and he drank the nectar. I didn't realize they had it. Yeah, it's a forked tongue. It was pretty cool. Like 10 to 15 times. Yeah, it's very fast. I can vouch for that. How fast they can lick that nectar. It's crazy. So Sean, the hummingbird expert. Now we can do that. Huh? Sean, the hummingbird hunter. Rebecca's out collecting the little limb that just fell with her umbrella and of course her bare feet. All right, well, don't go under the power lines with the rain, so just drop it over there by the bottle brush. We don't need this to become a catastrophe stream. There you go. Yeah, I will. When I go back in, I'll have to tell. Greetings from Claremont. Smith Fox, good to see you. Good to see you again. Yeah, Claremont. We love Claremont. We have family there. So we are just taking a look at Tropical Storm Elsa in North Florida. And right now we're getting some decent wind gusts. So we've been streaming for 2 hours and 42 minutes. And Pam, thank you for hanging in with us. I know you and Elsa almost the whole time have been with us. Anonymous was in earlier, and Greg, they may still be watching. Okay, so the average ruby-throated hummingbird weighs just 3 grams. Yeah, it's like you couldn't even feel him when he was in my hand. In comparison, a nickel weighs 4.5 grams. It would take more than 150 ruby-throated hummingbirds to weigh 1 pound. Good night, that is wild. Thank you for those fun facts. I wish you'd come. Whoop! I saw him fly by the tree just now, so let me keep the camera on the shot here and see if he comes back on the feeder. He just flew by the tree. I resisted coming over here and sitting in the rocking chair. Oh, Greg's still there. Also, it's going from my area. No damage. Thank goodness. Have a great day. All I need to run is just check. Oh, thanks, Swift Fox. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping in. If you don't mind, click the like button on your way out if you enjoyed it. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for being in with us. I guess this is one way to get watch hours. Streaming like this. Kind of fun though. We have to do more little streams like we just chat. I just normally don't have time like I do today. You guys are do the same one on my vision show. I will do it, Swift Fox. Sounds like a plan. Thank you. The ruby-throated hummingbird flies 500 miles nonstop across the Gulf of Mexico during both its spring and fall migrations. Wow. All that totally disproves evolution because there's no way that's evolution. They know exactly where to go, generation after generation. They know what path to take. They know where to go. That is not an evolved thing. That's a creator thing. Susie will be surprised about it. Yes, she will. All right, see you later, Swift Fox. Thank you so much for being on with us today. And I'm glad you guys didn't have any damage where you are. That's awesome news.
Wow. Our tree's like, help me.
All right, I think I'm going to come back to the back porch. So we'll do a house tour again. We'll come back to the back porch. You can see a little bit more of stuff back here. And we're moving. And we're moving. Dun, da, 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 da. La-da-da-doo. La-da-da-doo. All right. All right, and we're back out the back. Preach, brother, I love spotting creator thing. Yes, sir, that's right. A hummingbird's maximum forward flight speed is 30 miles per hour. These reach up 60 miles per hour in a dive. Wow, that's incredible. That's right, Kelly. These are creator things. Even the very body of a hummingbird and things, it's just, there's no way that's evolution. Absolutely not.
Look at butterflies.
And well, butterflies, monarch butterflies in particular, their migration patterns. And they're communicated from generation to generation. That's not evolution. That goes completely against evolution. So, yep. But our kids are being indoctrinated in it, but there is a creator. Absolutely there is. Wow, the clouds are moving really fast overhead. I'm sure you probably couldn't see it on the, if I bring the camera up there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh yeah, you can see it. But they are moving really, really fast. So Elsa is trying to work her way out of our neighborhood. Won't hurt my feelings. I don't mind the rain, but the wind, I don't care for.
The wind can go.
Yep, the wind can go, that's for sure. Again, thank you for hanging out with me today as we see Tropical Storm Elsa make landfall in North Florida. If you're not a subscriber of Mickey Sightings, I encourage you to do that if you enjoy liking content from Disney and family and stuff like that. Click the like button if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the video. Check out the great channels that are in here right now. Expedition Greg, check out his channel if you haven't already. Hands Full, Heart Full, Kelly and family, check them out. Pam's Fam, she has a channel. She does she's an artist. She does some phenomenal drawings. We have a couple of hers hung up in our with our other artwork in our piano room. Pam was actually one of our very first subscribers. She was there with us at Magic Kingdom watching the night we got our 100th subscriber. It is a beautiful, beautiful rainy day. Pam says I'm making ears now with my artwork on them. That is awesome. Check out Pam's Fam. Check out her channel. Order some ears. She can make you some ears. Or she can draw for you. She does an amazing job. Matter of fact, let's go on a tour for just a moment. Even though the lights are off so that we don't have the disco show going on. But let's see. Here's one of our favorites from Miss Pam. Right there. Isn't that awesome? So hopefully it's coming through on you guys' channel. But these are some of our Disney prints. And we have some more to frame and put up. Of course, Becca loves Stitch, so here are some of our Stitch Funko Pops. Here's our Jungle Cruise Mickey. He just came in yesterday.
Our Jumbo
So we got
Stitch.
the Jungle Cruise Mickey there. And Jumbo Stitch.
And actually,
And Sleeping Stitch. He just came
Lilo with Pudge.
while we were at Disney. He came. And this is a new release. Just got it. This is Lilo with Pudge. That's a brand new release for this year. And this is also this year. His Stitch on the rocket ride.
And here is the original Funko Pop of
Yep,
Stitch.
that's the original Stitch Funko Pop there.
And you can see how much the color has changed. We can put them up
We'll have to do a stream on just Funko Pops. Garrett, with Monarch Moments, got me hooked on collecting Funko Pops. This is just...
He got both me and Dad hooked on Funko
Yeah.
Pops.
These are just some of the ones that are here. There's our other Jungle Cruise with the skipper. We also like to collect Jim Shore as well.
Yeah.
Check out the cool birthday card that Susie made for me on her Cricut. Check that out.
And here's the Father's Day card.
Isn't that cool, guys? Check that out. That's the back of it. There's the front of it. She did this on her Cricut.
She also did.
And then she also, for Father's Day, made this card with a red truck on it. How cool is that? So that's just some of the little goodies there. All right. Head back out to the porch. The 2 pairs so far. They shell in hand. Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see them too. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, the Walt Funko Pop. Isn't that a cool card? Susie did all that on her Cricut machine. So yeah, it looks like the wind right now has died down considerably. So maybe we are going to be through the worst of it, which will be awesome. I'm sorry, these rain bands. Mini fan sends a heart. Mini fan, of course, Susie, guys. Yes, your art hangs on our wall. We've got that one in the piano room, and the one that you did of us is in our studio in the Mickey room. You need a shirt that says, "I survived Elsa." Yeah, no kidding. Susie will make one for. We'll have a Mickey Sightings I Survived Elsa shirt. There's some more clickbait for the video. We survived Elsa. Well, guys, I think I'm going to head out. I think it's, let me flip the camera around here. I think it's kind of gotten much milder. So, wow, I don't even know where the camera is on this one. This new phone. So anyway, I think I'm going to head out, grab some lunch other than just the banana. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If there's a change, I'll come back online. But I think we're in good shape right now. Also, don't forget tonight to check out Pete's channel, as we're going to be on there with Pete. And I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. Let me get back here in the chat. Appreciate it a lot. Maybe Susie can start the next channel about weather, like Susie the meteorologist. There you go. Exactly. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was fun doing it. It's been a great day. That's absolutely right. So hopefully we'll see you guys tonight. We'll probably be back on our phone again. Hopefully we'll still have power. All right. Well, you guys have a great, great day. And never lose sight of this one thing. It was all started by a mouse. And we'll see you real soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.